the top places and things you should know before visiting SeaWorld and San Diego. If you're planning a trip to SeaWorld, we'll visit all of the top attractions this year that you won't want to miss. We'll start with some of the newest rides and attractions, then we'll visit popular places like the Orca Encounter, Dolphin Point, the Shark Encounter, the updated SeaWorld Rescue Jr Kids area, the Wild Arctic, and much more. We'll explore the coasters and rides, see the new shows and concerts, and visit the gift shops and restaurants. And since it's the park's 60th anniversary, we'll also take some time to explore the history of SeaWorld San Diego, which is the very first SeaWorld park in the world. One of the most visited marine zoological theme parks, SeaWorld is located just 10 minutes from downtown San Diego. It's known for the marine animal exhibits, aquariums, rides, shows, and entertainment. SeaWorld San Diego first opened in 1964 with just a few animals and exhibits. Over the years, it's expanded to include new attractions such as roller coasters, water rides, and shows. This year, SeaWorld is celebrating its 60th anniversary. As part of the celebration, the park will host special events, new shows, and unique experiences, including the new BMX Blast show, the new Sea Lion Experience show, and more. Join us as we explore the best of SeaWorld San Diego and discover what makes this park a beloved destination for visitors of all ages. Here are the top must-see attractions for your next visit. Beginning at the front entrance, there's a brand new design this year with a beach-themed facade and lifeguard towers. The design is modern, yet minimal compared to the previous entrance, but more should be added to the design in the near future. If you're planning a visit, it's always good to arrive early. In the morning, it's easy to find parking close to the entrance. The front gates have security and metal detectors, and since the park doesn't allow outside food or drinks, you might want to eat before entering. Guests begin lining up outside about 30 minutes before opening, and when the park opens, you can get to the rides quickly and avoid long lines. This is the best way to visit all of the most popular rides early before it gets crowded. Near the entrance, the first exhibit you'll see is the Explorer's Reef touch pools, where you can get up close and touch sea life. There are also trainers here sharing information about the sharks and the fish. If you need a snack, there's a Dreyer's ice cream parlor, a coffee shop that sells Starbucks items, and a pretzel shop. Nearby, there are scooter rentals and the SeaWorld store, which has the largest collection of SeaWorld merchandise at the park. You'll also find guest services and the Sea Pixels desk, where you can buy photos taken by the photographers around the park. Next is one of SeaWorld's most iconic attractions, featuring an educational presentation highlighting the behaviors of orcas. The Orca Encounter show takes place in a large outdoor amphitheater with an expansive infinity screen adding to the visual experience. The show teaches visitors about orcas' hunting techniques and social behaviors, while showcasing their ability to perform a variety of maneuvers such as jumps and flips, and hunting and communication techniques. Also called killer whales, orcas are brilliant apex predators that live in the world's oceans, hunting in close-knit family groups known as pods. Although the show focuses on education, there are also some exciting moments where the orcas demonstrate their power and agility. The front rows are designated as splash zone seating, and if you sit here, there's a great chance you'll get soaked as the orcas splash water onto the audience. In one segment, volunteers sit at the edge of the tank, and the orcas create waves splashing the volunteers and the audience. The 20-minute show blends education and entertainment, and if you're visiting, I highly recommend seeing this show. Near the stadium is one of my favorite spots in the park. The Orca Underwater Viewing Area is a subterranean area where you can get an up-close view of the orcas as they swim and interact with each other underwater. It's an incredible experience to see the orcas swimming just inches away. During the Dine with the Orcas show, guests can have a meal and see the orcas performing maneuvers and behaviors. And under the surface at the viewing area, you'll see one of the most unique perspectives of their agility and power. And it's possibly one of the best viewpoints of orcas you can find at SeaWorld. Just outside the stadium, you'll see the Whale Shop, which has a wide variety of orca-themed merchandise. And for a quick snack or drink, you can stop by the Orca West Market, which has many different food and beverage options. Near the center of the park is one of the first stadiums built at SeaWorld. Constructed in 1971, the Dolphin Amphitheater was the first large stadium built for Shamu. Today it's home to the Dolphin Adventure Show, and the show features bottlenose dolphins and pilot whales demonstrating their intelligence and agility. During seating, there's an artist performing and interacting with the crowds. Once the show starts, 16 bottlenose dolphins enter the main pool, showing off their athleticism and their playful nature. The trainers explain how they work with the dolphins and whales, providing educational insights into their care and training. The show also includes a segment where a volunteer helps to feed a dolphin, and there are many moments when the dolphins splash water into the crowd. One of my favorite parts is the pilot whales, which are also part of the dolphin family. When you visit, you'll definitely want to have a camera ready to take photos of their high-flying acrobatics and maneuvers. Just next to the Dolphin Adventure Stadium is the Dolphin Overlook, where visitors can observe the dolphins and pilot whales in their tanks between shows. Next to the Dolphin Overlook, you'll find the Sloth exhibit. Surprisingly, SeaWorld is home to a variety of sloths, which are known for their slow movements and comical appearance. For dining, nearby there's the Calypso Smokehouse, a popular barbecue restaurant, and next door is the Build-A-Bear workshop where you can create custom stuffed animals. Next is SeaWorld's original stadium, which has been part of the park since its opening in 1964. The Bayside Amphitheater was originally called Dolphin Lagoon, and it was home to the first dolphin show at SeaWorld. Today it hosts a variety of shows and events, including the SeaWorld Summer Concert Series. This venue also showcases the new Pirates Ahoy! The Battle for Mermaid Cove show. It's an action-packed water stunt show with acrobatics, jet skis, and hydrofoiling. The family-friendly show is packed with stunts, special effects, and high-energy performances. The show really makes a great use of the cove, and some of the stunts are really impressive. I definitely recommend checking it out if you have the chance. Just outside the theater is an area that was once a Polynesian-themed Hawaiian Punch village, featuring an animatronic punch band and even alligators. Over the years, the restaurant was removed, and today it's a grassy seating area along Mission Bay called the Waterfront. This is a nice spot to stop for a while and enjoy the bay view or listen to performances from the nearby events. Near the waterfront is the entrance to the Bayside Skyride. The gondola ride first opened in 1967 and features a 6-minute trip traveling over Perez Cove and Mission Bay, providing a unique perspective of SeaWorld and the surrounding areas. There's a $6 fee to ride the gondolas, but it's free for annual pass members. Next is an exhibit where visitors can get up close with sea lions and harbor seals, and even have a chance to feed them. Sea Lion Point offers a view into the lives of seals and sea lions. And as you visit, you'll have a chance to hear trainers sharing stories and information about their work with these sea mammals. One of the best parts is just watching the seals swim around, jumping in and out of the water, or chasing each other around the pool. You can also purchase food to feed them, but keep an eye out for the birds looking for a free meal. New this year is Flippers, Facts, and Fun, the Sea Lion Experience, and it's an entertaining show that combines humor and education. During seating, there's music and a crowd interaction segment, and the show highlights the abilities, intelligence, and social behaviors of California sea lions and Asian small-clawed otters. The comedic storyline keeps the audience engaged while highlighting the animals' remarkable skills and their playful nature. This new show has a nice blend of humor and education, offering plenty of laughs alongside fascinating facts. The Nautilus Amphitheater has a long-standing history as an open-air venue at SeaWorld San Diego, hosting concerts and live performances throughout the year. It was designed to accommodate large audiences and has been a central location for many of the park's most popular shows and events. This year, the Nautilus Amphitheater has an exciting show called the BMX Blast, featuring world-class BMX and scooter athletes performing complex and dangerous stunts and tricks. The show is set to a nostalgic 90s punk rock soundtrack performed by a talented live band. The show is a lot of fun, the music is really well done, and it's amazing to see the athletes perform, many of which are ranked among the best in the world. If you get a chance, I highly recommend seeing BMX Blast. The show will definitely get your adrenaline pumping. Next is the Explorer's Garden, a sea exploration themed area designed for the youngest visitors. It features rides and exhibits for riders 31 inches or taller, like the Octorock and the Sea Dragon Drop. And for guests over 40 inches or taller, you can ride the Tentacle Twirl, a wave swinger resembling a giant jellyfish. Nearby, the Ocean Explorer exhibit allows visitors to learn about crabs, eels, and octopus. And there's an area for children to climb through the exhibit, which is a good place to take a few pictures underwater. Outside you can see the moray eels up close who seem to be looking right back at you. There's also several dining options in the area, including Cafe 64, High Tide Brews, the Electric Eel Bar, each offering a variety of food and beverages. To celebrate SeaWorld San Diego's 6 decades of operation, there's a special exhibit that highlights the park's history with a gallery showcasing memorable events and achievements over the years. It's a great stop for those interested in SeaWorld's history, and here you can get a great idea of its evolution over time. I've done quite a bit of research about the history of the park and made a video all about it, which I'll put in the description below. Just outside is the site of the new Jewels of the Sea exhibit. Scheduled to open in 2024, the Jellyfish Experience will be the first of its kind at any SeaWorld park, featuring 3 galleries showcasing different jellyfish species. The exhibit will have an 18-foot tall cylinder, the largest of its kind in the country, with unique views of jellyfish as they soar and swim above. The exhibit will feature tours and educational displays where visitors can learn about the lives of jellyfish and their importance in marine ecosystems. High above the Explorer's Garden is the Electric Eel roller coaster, a steel-launched coaster with looping twists and an inverted heartline roll. With 3 launches, riders rocket up to 62 miles per hour, reaching heights of 150 feet. One of the ride's most thrilling parts is the non-inverting loop at the top, which makes you feel momentary weightlessness hanging high above the ground. Next door is a water coaster ride inspired by the legend of Atlantis. The journey to Atlantis begins with a climb to the first peak, providing a panoramic view of the park, followed by a steep drop into the lagoon below. After traveling around the lagoon, an elevator lifts the boat up for a final coaster ride and splashdown. Exiting the ride, there's a gift shop, and you can explore the Ray Aquarium, where you'll see sharks, rays, and various fish species. The Emperor Dive Coaster is one of the park's newest attractions. The ride is inspired by emperor penguins, known for their incredible deep diving abilities. It starts with a dramatic 150-foot dangle drop, followed by exhilarating inverted loops and corkscrews. As California's fastest and tallest floorless dive coaster, Emperor reaches an impressive 60 miles per hour, and it's an unforgettable ride. Next is an open water exhibit where visitors can see bottlenose dolphins up close. Dolphin Point is one of SeaWorld San Diego's most captivating exhibits, offering visitors an up-close experience with bottlenose dolphins. The open water exhibit features multiple viewing areas where guests can watch as the dolphins swim, play, and interact throughout the day. For a more personal encounter, SeaWorld has the Dolphin Encounter experience, which allows visitors to stand poolside and learn about dolphin behaviors from expert trainers. Participants can interact with the dolphins, learning hand signals used to communicate with the dolphins. For an even more immersive experience, the dolphin in-water interaction lets guests join the dolphins in the water with opportunities to touch, feed, and play under the guidance of animal care specialists. Next to the Dolphin Point, at the former Sea Otter area, you'll find the new Humboldt Penguin exhibit. And this is the first time these birds have been on public display at the park in over 40 years. In the area, there are a number of places to stop for a snack or a drink. These include the Underwater Cantina with a selection of tequilas and mezcal. There's Rita's Italian Ice and a number of food stands. Next is one of my favorite themed areas at SeaWorld, complete with a new roller coaster and immersive exhibits, the Wild Arctic. The centerpiece of the area is the Arctic Rescue, a new coaster that debuted in June of 2023. The family-friendly ride takes passengers on a snowmobile rescue mission, which includes 3 launches that propel guests up to 40 miles per hour. With a 2,800-foot-long track, Arctic Rescue is both the fastest and longest straddle coaster on the West Coast. After the ride, guests exit into the Wild Arctic Base Station, an area designed to resemble an Arctic research station. Built around 2 sailing ships trapped in the ice, the base station features 3 main exhibits where guests can see Arctic animals from above and below in the water. This includes the massive walruses, which weigh up to 2 tons. Their thick blubber insulates them from the frigid Arctic temperatures, and their large tusks help them to climb out of the water and establish dominance. Nearby, you'll find harbor seals, known for being one of the deepest diving mammals. They can plunge to depths of 1,600 feet and stay submerged for up to 30 minutes while hunting. One of my favorite animals to visit here are the beluga whales. These majestic creatures are closely related to narwhals and are easily recognizable by their distinct white color and the absence of a dorsal fin. This exhibit also offers a unique beluga whale experience where you can pay to meet and interact with these fascinating whales. After exploring the Wild Arctic exhibits, you can visit the Arctic Trading Post store, which has Arctic-themed merchandise with everything from plush animals to clothing and souvenirs. Across the path from the Wild Arctic Base Station is the Penguin Encounter. This walkthrough exhibit houses nearly 400 penguins, including Emperor, King, and Adelie penguins. The SeaWorld app provides schedules for various daily events such as aviculturist talks, where experts share interesting facts about the penguin species. And if you time your visit right, you can also see the penguins during their feeding sessions. And it's an amazing sight to see the penguins devouring fish nearly a quarter of their size. Next is a stunning 280,000-gallon exhibit that provides visitors an up-close view of various shark species. The Shark Encounter showcases sand tiger sharks, bonnethead sharks, and black and white-tipped reef sharks. As you enter the exhibit, you'll see sharks swimming near the surface in several different pools. Following the trail through the caves, you'll find yourself in a 57-foot underwater acrylic tube, bringing you just inches away from these incredible creatures. This is a popular place to take photos, and near the exit, you can stand next to the massive teeth of a megalodon, one of the largest predators to ever have existed. Just around the corner from the Shark Encounter is Turtle Reef, a large aquarium featuring loggerheads and green sea turtles. Here you can watch turtle feedings and learn about their habitats, nesting behaviors, and the threats they face in the wild. There's also an interactive educational game called Race for the Beach that allows players to navigate obstacles on their journey home to the beach. The exhibit leads to Reef Gifts and the Shark Market, which have souvenirs, toys, and SeaWorld merchandise. Just outside is a spinning ride themed after sea turtle rescue. The Riptide Rescue is a fun carnival-style spinning ride for riders 45 inches and above. And if you're looking for a healthy bite to eat, just next door is the Discovery's Fresh Market, which is a great spot known for offering some of the park's best fresh food options. Next is the Manta area at SeaWorld. When SeaWorld first opened, this area was a Japanese-themed village and garden recognized for the Pearl Diving Show. Although the area has changed much over the years with the addition of the Manta Coaster, you can still see some of the original designs, including the Pearl Diving Pool, which is now home to the mantas and rays, an original statue, and this iconic Japanese bell. Manta is the longest coaster at SeaWorld, featuring 2 launches that travel both above and below the deck. With a length of 2,835 feet and a ride time of 1 minute 56 seconds, it's the longest coaster ride in the park. The ride begins as the coaster travels through a multimedia tunnel before launching at 43 miles per hour through a series of twists and turns above and below the Manta exhibit area. The ride travels around the former Japanese garden area before a second launch propels riders through another set of dynamic turns. This ride is highly recommended for guests and is great for riders 48 inches or taller. What was originally the location of a pearl diving show is now home to the bat rays and guitarfish, and this interactive area allows you to get up close, touch, and even feed the rays. It's a unique experience where you can learn about their behaviors and habitats from the knowledgeable trainers. An often overlooked spot is the aquarium viewing area downstairs below the pool. Taking the stairs leads down to a quiet space with an interesting view of the underwater life of the rays and the fish. It's a peaceful space to watch many sea animals swimming and feeding, and a great hidden spot here at SeaWorld. Next is a play area designed to educate kids about marine animal rescue called SeaWorld Rescue Jr. In the early 80s, SeaWorld expanded the park to include a kids' play area known as Captain Kids World. Over the years, it evolved to become Sesame Street Bay of Play, and in early 2023, it became SeaWorld Rescue Jr., a rescue-themed play area with rides, a splash zone, and animal presentations. One of the highlights is the SeaWorld Rescue Talks and Animal Meet and Greets, where kids can meet and learn about a variety of unique rescue animals. The rescue-themed rides here are great for kids, and they include the Tide Pool Twist, a spinning ride letting riders control the speed, and there's the Rescue Riders, a jet ski-themed ride designed to simulate a water rescue mission, and the Rescue Rafter, a boat ride that spins and rocks back and forth. The mini rescuer training zone has been updated and refurbished with an ocean-themed soft play area, and the classic net climbing area has been updated. And for those who enjoy games, the arcade in SeaWorld Rescue Jr. is a great place to visit where you can play games to win tickets to exchange for prizes. When SeaWorld first opened, the Shipwreck Island area was actually where the original entrance to SeaWorld was. Back then, it was home to the Theater of the Sea, a large hut-shaped building featuring an underwater show with performers dressed as mermaids who swam alongside dolphins and seals. This iconic theater was eventually demolished in 1997 to make space for the Shipwreck Rapids ride, and today the area is a South Pacific-themed zone decorated with stranded ships. One of the highlights here is the Shipwreck Rapids ride. This exciting water ride takes riders on a winding river journey through an island-themed setting. And as you travel through the rapids, you'll pass by sea turtles and experience drops and splashes. If you ride, be prepared for waterfalls, rapids, and fountains. You'll definitely get wet on this ride. Near the ride's exit is the Island Trader Store, where you can buy souvenirs or even a poncho for the water rides. For those looking for a meal, the Shipwreck Reef Cafe has a variety of dining options in a relaxed, island-themed atmosphere. The dining area is nice, and it's a less traveled area despite being in the middle of the park. And while you're here, don't forget to visit the sea turtles, and they can be seen along the Shipwreck Rapids ride, either gliding through the water or laying out on the sand. Next, we're going to visit SeaWorld's Indoor Theater, a venue that hosts performances and concerts throughout the year. The Mission Bay Amphitheater is an excellent spot to take a break from the summer heat or to escape the sun while enjoying the shows and comfort. In celebration of SeaWorld's 60th anniversary, the Shamu and Crew Together Again show brings back the original Shamu characters. This show features the characters singing, dancing, and interacting with the audience as they rebuild Shamu's Happy Harbor. Just outside, you can visit the Caribbean Flamingos. It's a fascinating place to watch these vibrant birds as they interact and feed on brine shrimp and algae. Near the front of the park is the Sky Tower Lawn, which is a great place to stop for a casual meal or a quick break. The lawn often has live music and performances, creating a festive environment with dancing and entertainment. Around the Sky Tower lawn, you can find a variety of food and drink options, from craft beer vendors to food at the Chicken Snack Shack, Pretzel Shop, or Hibisco Restaurant. And this is also where you can try your luck at games of chance that offer the opportunity to win prizes. Near the front of the park, you can watch the So Much More to See parade, which features floats, music, dancing, and performances by the SeaWorld cast and characters. And standing above at 320 feet tall, the Sky Tower is an iconic feature of SeaWorld San Diego. This observation ride costs $6 for general admission, but it's free for season pass holders. And it provides a breathtaking 360-degree view, and on clear days you can see up to 100 miles in each direction. It's a great experience, especially if you time your visit to coincide with the park's fireworks display. During the summer, as the park nears closing time, SeaWorld presents the Enchanted Wonders fireworks display. And this show illuminates the night sky with vibrant fireworks and offers a memorable finale to your day at SeaWorld. And as the day winds down, you can head to the front of the park to catch the Laser Reef Summer Spectacular. This laser show is choreographed to music and enhanced with fog and lighting effects, leaving a lasting impression to end your day at SeaWorld. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more videos about Southern California and beyond. Click here to continue the adventure, and I'll see you in the next video.
I like turtles.